Well, in this video, I will talk about the first view which we will have in Django. So in order to have the view, let's see this image. So this image will have everything about the Django, how Django works. Well, Django is MVT architecture, or it has MVT architecture, like model view template. So what does it mean? Well, let's talk about this later, but let's see what is here. Like, first of all, when a user requests something in the Django server will have this into URL. URL, as I said here, as something as URLs. Every URLs are here. So let's see, like here is something as URL. And the URL will consider which view it belongs or the request belongs to. So it will pass to that view. So the view will check either it needs the response from the model or from the template. If it needs the response from the model, it will pass to this. If it takes the response from the template, it will pass to this. Again, it will take the response and it will pass the response to the URL and the URL to the server and then to the user. Well, this process will goes on, and this is called the model view template. So here is the template, here is the model, and here is the view, model view template. So this is the process of how we can have this. So in order to have the first view, we need to install an app or application in the Django. Well, what is application? So Django, when we start a project, there is, well, a project will be created, not an application. So we have a project, and in a project or in a software we have many applications. For example, if you consider the Facebook, so there is Facebook, and comment system is an application. Well, notification system is a different application, and like system is a different application, users are different applications. So there are thousands of applications, and thousands of applications is or consist to make, well, a project or a Facebook or some sort of software like that. So we make a lot of applications when we just make softwares. When we make web apps, big like big projects when we make. So we need to have some sort of application. Let's see how we can create. We are in the directory of config. Well, Python manage. Let's see what we can see here. We can see here many things, specifically start app. We just use this start app. What will be the app name? Well, let's have this block. We have block. We have here another directory called block. So it is a new, well, we can say app. Let's see in this text editor what we have here. We have here a blog and a config. And when I just see the blog, there are some things like migrations. So these migrations are, well, this is something related to when we have migrations. And one thing is here init.py file, which shows that it is like Django project or Python. So admin panel, it is called admin.py. Well, everything related to admin we have here, like what we can see here in admin panel will be shown here. And there is app. Every setting of app will be here. And the model, every model we have here in this, every like database. Like tests, we have the tests here. And views, we have the views here. So these files are, we have known the views.py, tests, models, apps, admin, init. Well, this is an application. When we create or when we start an application, we need to, well, set that or enter that in the settings. See, in the settings file we have many things. You can see many things here, like from path, lab, import path. These are not more important. There is a secret key. It is very important. You have to have this hidden. Not everyone should not see this, because your project can be hacked or your web app can be hacked. So this is debug true, means if it is in production mode, so you can install, you can tell that false. So allowed host, this is when we just have in the production. Here is one thing, install apps. In the installed apps you can see many things like Django, contrib, admin. So admin as an app, as we see here, like this is admin panel. It is an app which is in default installed. When we just did pip install Django, it means these things are here. And another thing is here, django.contrib.authentication, or we have auth. So this is the authentication app. And the other thing is content types, well, sessions, messages, static files. So these are the apps which we have from Django. Now let's have another custom app, like well, blog. There are two ways we can mention this. One is this, and the other will be like blog dot apps dot, well, let's see apps, how it is installed, blog config. Just copy this and have it here. So these, in both ways we can install the apps, like blog and this line. So both works, but sometimes this, when we have some settings here, something like special, we can use this, but in normal way or in normal casual way we can use this. So let's remove this. We just use this line, and well, we have like this custom apps. Okay, so these are pre-default or it is in default, and these are custom apps. There are middlewares in the settings. There are like templates we have. Well, database, how the database is, well, in the settings, and we can change later this database names and everything. And we have the language, we have everything here. For now we just see, we will have a very simple view. For example, let's have the, well, the first view here, like I want to have from Django.http, well, import HTTP response. So I said that in the Django app, see the HTTP folder and import the HTTP response. And let's have very simple return, well, HTTP and hello world. Very simple. So this is very simple, well, function we have. We have the home, it has the request, and HTTP response will have this hello world here. So now we want to have this view in our URL. See here, and I want to import it here. First of all, from blog.views import home. Very simple. See the path and home. See, very simple, just one line of code. So you may wonder, let's talk about this and then we will talk about this admin and everything. Let's see what happens here. And I want to visit the site, view the site. I don't have this as run. I want to run the server. When I run the server, I just refresh this. See, very simple. Hello world. What a cool line. Every programmer's first program. Well, let's see. One thing is here, path admin.site.urls. What is this? As I mentioned, when we see here, when I type admin, there will be some kind of admin panel. What if I change this into, well, new admin? Will it work? Let's refresh this. It throws an error. Not found. 404 not found. Later on we will talk about this 404 or not found page. So not found. What if I write here this thing, new admin? Well, new admin. Well, the same thing as here, new admin. Why it is like that? It is because let me clean this. It is because this app is installed pre. As I said, in this setting we have all the things like admin app. So admin app is installed in pre-default. So this is also an app written somewhere, and we have that. And this, well, we will talk about this, how it looks and how it is, well, written, all the codes. So here is one view we have here. This is the URL, and we have a view here, home, and well, everything is clean and very, very good. Now you may know this, the image, detail, everything. Like a user when I request the simple page, see here, when I request this simple page, what it does, it will check, the server will check the URL. Well, there is only one URL we have here, like this, because it is in the root directory, or it is in the slash, or in the root URL. So it is not in admin. We have not requested the admin. Okay, we have just requested the, well, the simple or the root. So it will check the root. So the root will have this view, home view, and the home view will check the template or the model. There is nothing like model, nothing like template. We have very, very simple view here. So when it checks, it has the HTTP response, and the HTTP response will have this hello world to us. So this is for this video, and the next video we will talk about a little advanced, or something like better than this, or something like big. The project will be very, very nice and interesting for you.